Okay, now what we are going to do is that Ayad will make balancing, okay, by this 4-run method. This is called 4-run method, and no phase balancing, okay. And as you know that what is meant by balancing, what is the meaning of balancing? When there is more weight on one side of the rotor, or in other words, if the mass center line and the rotating center line are not on the same point or on the same line, there is unbalance. There is unbalance. And when there is an unbalance, it will create this vibration, force on the bearing, sound, and the machine will take more energy. Okay? So we are going to do balancing, and Mr. Ayad will do this balancing step by step, and we will see how we do it. And for this method we use trial weight. Trial weight is the weight which is fixed to change the reading, to change the original unbalance, and from that we can calculate the correction weight and correction angle. Because for balancing we need two things. One is correction angle and the other is correction weight. The first thing is that you should diagnose what is the problem. How you can diagnose? As I told you that the frequency of vibration and RPM should be same. Should be same. And the amplitude at that frequency equal to RPM will tell you will tell you about what I said, amplitude at the frequency equal to RPM of the machine will tell you about the effect of unbalance. If the unbalance is more, the amplitude will be more. So this amplitude you will measure at the same frequency as the RPM of the machine. So after you finish the balancing, the amplitude will go down. Okay, now the first step, number one step, he will start the machine and he will take the reading and he will see if there is a frequency equal to RPM. The RPM is 1753. 1753 is the RPM of the machine, and if we will see the frequency equal to RPM, it will mean that the problem is unbalanced. Okay, let us see what he do now. Okay. Okay, see here, he has started the machine. You should give about 30 seconds or 1 minute so that the speed become this stable. Okay, don't take the reading at once. Now he will see the from the vibration analyzer, he will find out the frequency and he will find the amplitude. Okay, what?
31.8.
31.8. Okay, you can write there. Go there. Change it to 31.8. Before last time we do it, it was 31. Now it is 31.8. So little difference. So just write it 31. No, there. Same original. No, already written there. Yeah, 31.8. Make it 31.8. Point, write it more clearly so I can see the point. Point. Yeah, this one. Point. Yes. Yeah. So already there is written RPM is 1753 and he see the frequency which is 1753. So frequency and RPM are same, so it means the problem is unbalanced. And at this frequency the amplitude is 31.8. So this is telling you the effect of unbalance. Now it is too big. We will make balancing so that this reading will come down. The amplitude will go down. That means we have done the balancing. Okay, now what he will do is that he will stop the machine. This was our original reading, 31.8. We have not done anything on the machine. We just diagnosed that the problem is unbalanced, and this was the amplitude original. Now we will put this trial weight about, we can put same weight, it is 5.7 gram. Okay, last time we used 5.7 gram. 5.7 gram. Okay, remove this. You can see here there is already weight in. No, from the on the machine. Okay, let it stop, and you remove the weight which you fixed before. You already removed the weight. Okay, put 5.7 gram. Trial weight you can calculate by the formula. It depends upon the machine speed and its weight, rotor speed. Okay. There is already weight there, my friend? No weight there. Okay, that's good. Okay. So now you will select the trial weight equal to 5.7 gram. Okay. 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 5.7 gram. Okay. Okay, now 5.7 gram is the trial weight, and he will fix it on anywhere he likes. Okay. Now wherever he put, we will make. This is number 1 position.
Yes.
Yeah. So we already have marked this one position, which is called number 1, and we have fixed the trial weight there. So you write the trial weight 5.7 gram there. It's already written there. Okay, so no problem. Trial weight is written as 5.7 gram, and now you will take the reading. Now you will take the reading. Okay.
I'm 43.5.
43.5. Okay, right there. It is written 42.6 already last time. Now make it 43 point. Okay, make it 43 point, whatever it is. 43.6 microns. Okay, 0.6 microns. Right, microns. The unit is microns. Right, microns. Yeah, here. Okay, so it is microns. The unit is displacement and it is microns. Now he will stop the machine, and what he will do? Anybody remember? Yeah.
Add more weight.
He will he will shift this weight on the opposite side. He will shift the weight.
Opposite side.
Okay. He will remove this weight, same weight, and fix it exactly 180 degree opposite. Okay. Okay, so this is the procedure. So what is trial weight? Trial weight is the weight which is fixed so that the reading is changed. The reading should change at least 30%. You know, for example, if the reading is 30, the trial weight, the reading, the new reading should be 40 or 20. It should not change little bit, you know. And this reading is called T1. T1 was the reading after we fixed the trial weight on Mark 1 at first time. This was our starting attempt. Okay, now you will remove this trial weight and we will fix it on the opposite side. Okay, now trial weight is on the opposite side, and the reading which we will take will be called T2. This reading will be called T2. The first reading was T1. Okay. Okay, so
40.7.
what?
40.
40.7. Okay, right. T2 is T2, right? 40. Okay. Okay. Now T2 is 40.7. Okay. So okay. Now we will stop the machine and we will make a sketch. This is called vector diagram. This is called vector diagram. How to make it? This is very important. Okay. Please try to understand. We are trying to help you as much as possible. Okay. This is second time. And be attentive because this will be the practical which you will do in your final exam. Now see here, this one. Okay, so what we will do is that we will make a we will make a line like this. Okay. We will make a straight line here, like this. And we make this line here in the center. And then our reading is original is 31.8. We will multiply it by 6. Okay. So what is the answer? Okay. 6 is 48. So it is 190.8. Please check. Yes. Okay. If I do some mistake, tell me. And T1 is how much? 42. 42.6. 42.6. P1 is 42.6 multiplied by 6. So what is the answer? Tell me please. 255.6 millimeter. And what is T2? T2 is 45.1 multiplied by 6. So what is the answer? 270.6 millimeter. Okay, why we are using the scale? Because we are using the scale. For example, if it is 3 millimeter, you cannot draw 3 millimeter from this. And you cannot draw if it is 500 millimeter or 600 millimeter, it will become too big. So we have to select a scale so you can make a sketch or draw this vector diagram on this. Now what you will do is that you will take original reading. Original reading is 190. 190. Okay. So this is 190. This is 190. So I will make it. I will put it. I will take this as a center point, and I will make a cut here. Okay. And I will make also cut here. Okay. And let us check. It is. It is not correct, so I will, it is coming here, 190 from here to here, it is little different, so 190 is here, and from here to here also, 190 here, okay, because this compass is, this is from here to here is 190, from here to here is 190, and from here here is 190.8, and this is your original reading. After this, what will you do? What is T1? T1 is 255.6. 255.6. So I will take this from here Okay. And okay, so this is so this is 255.6. So I will see here. I will go on the. This is first position. This is first position. I will make a arc here. So this is T1. T1 is 255.6. And what is T2? 270. 270 is okay, so this is 270, okay? So I will cut from here. Okay, so this is the point of intersection. This is the point of intersection. Now what I will do is that I will join this point with this point. And also I will extend this line from here to here, and I will measure the angle. This will be the correction angle. How I measure the? I will start from here. This is 0 degree. See here. This is. I start from here. This is 0 degree, and I come to here. From here to here. This is the point of intersection. This is the point of intersection, and this angle is 90 degree. This angle from here to here, this line up to this line is 90 degree. Is 90 degree. Understand?
Yes.
So this is 90 degree. After this, I will measure the distance from here to here. Okay. So how much is this one? From here to here, it is about 182. About 183 millimeter. And this is called TV. This is called TV, trial vector. Yeah, trial vector is 183 millimeter. Now here. Yeah, take care. Okay. Now again we coming to the formula to find the correction weight. Okay, we put here. What is original?
180.
Okay, now you start here. Okay. And you find out. I will tell you. Original into trial weight, and you write how you go in, so that I will. Okay. So you will find out the correction weight. This is the formula for the correction weight. You will do it. Okay. Okay, add this. Okay, this will come here. Okay, no problem. Okay. So the correction weight formula is O into trial weight divided by trial vector. O is the original reading, first reading, which you when you started you take this reading. Yes. Huh? Huh? TV is the trial vector. You know this sketch which we make, and for what? To find the trial vector. This is called TV is the trial vector. How we do it? We mark for the original, then we take T1 and T2, two arc, then these two arc are cutting at one point, that is called intersection point. That point we are joining to the center there, and we measure that distance. This is called trial vector. This is called trial vector. And from this trial vector, we can find out the correction weight by this formula. Original into trial weight divided by trial vector. And also we can find the angle. So 190 into 0.8 into trial weight. What is trial weight? 5.7 multiplied by 5.7. Huh? Okay, I will tell. Divide by trial vector. Okay, why we multiply by 6? This is our scale. This is our scale. So to make the reading little big, so we can draw it easily with the compass. If this reading is very small, we cannot draw it. If this reading is very big, we cannot make a sketch. We cannot make a arc. So you have to see what will be your scale. You can take any scale as you like, okay? In when you do on the paper, small paper, then you have to select. You will see. I will give you the time for practice, okay? Okay. Now, okay. And I will help you. Yeah. We will do nothing else. Only this. We will repeat this one. Now the correction weight is right gram, 5.94 gram. Okay. Okay. 5.94 gram. GM. Yeah. Okay. Now, remove this trial weight and make it equal to 5.94 gram. 5.94 gram. Okay. So, we will make it equal to 5.94 gram. Remember, we must remove the trial weight. We must remove the trial weight. Okay. Yeah, let him go. Okay. Yeah, say go from here.
Right.
Okay. So 5.94 gram and the angle is 90 degree. This angle we will take from number 1 position. What is number 1 position? Where we fix the trial weight at in the beginning. In the beginning, we fix the trial weight at this position, and we make the mark number 1 position. Later on, we shifted this trial weight to opposite side. So we will take the angle from this.
Yes.
We will take angle like this, on clockwise or anti-clockwise. If we fix it, for example, clockwise, and the vibration increased from original reading, it means it is a wrong direction. We will take it on the other side. If the vibration has come down, it means our direction is okay. Now let us take it counterclockwise. Okay, where is the weight? Okay, we can clearly see from here to here is this 90 degree. Okay, from here to here is 90 degree. Okay, so we will fix the this weight here. Okay. This side, okay. We take angle from this side, okay. Last time I was telling you that we will make it this. We will measure this angle from here to here. So the best way is that we can start from this from here and measure this angle from up to this line, from here to here, this one. So this will be this angle we will measure. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So if you say this is 0 degree, if you say this one is 0 degree, then from here to here is, now here is 90 degree. So it depends upon what angle you get. Okay. Now you have already fixed it. Okay. Okay. So. Okay, now start the machine, and he will find out what is the amplitude. What is the amplitude? Okay. Give it some time to stabilize. Okay. Give it some time to stabilize. Okay. Yes. 2.9. Now the reading is 2.9. So after balancing, we are getting 2.9. Okay. So this is, before we was getting 2.8. Now it is 2.9 microns. So after balancing, amplitude is 2.9. Okay. And before it was 31.8. So, and you can also feel by hand, you know, if you put your hand in, you will feel that there is very little vibration. There is very little vibration. You can see by yourself, you know, and by finger also, you know. But we have got the meter here, so from here you can find out. Still there is unbalance, but it is very small. Before it was 31, you know. Now it is 2.9. So this is how we can make balancing. Okay. So the name for this is called field balancing. Field balancing means we will go to the machine and we will not remove the machine, and we will make balancing without removing the machine. There is another type of balancing that is called shop balancing, where you remove the machine and take it to the shop. You take the rotor to the shop. But this is called field balancing. Field balancing is you don't remove the machine. We have not taken this machine to the workshop. We have not done anything. Only by adding or removing the weight we can make balancing. And the name of this method is 4-run method. 4-run method means we have to start the machine about 4 times. Okay? And we are not using phase angle in this method. So this method is very simple and very accurate. So if you want to make balancing in one plane, static balancing, you can do it here. So any question you want to ask? Anything? Okay. So that's all. Okay.